Hi there, my name's Mariani, and in today's video I just wanted to share a few of the projects I've been working on lately, and then also I've got a mini fabric haul and a few other sewing goodies that I wanted to share, so let's get started. So I'm making two new quilts and both involve hexies, which is so much fun. I've been wanting to make a hexie quilt for a while. I really love watching Amanda Rolfe's YouTube channel, and she was the first quilter that I found and started watching, and then it was a while until I really started searching for other quilters YouTube channels and blogs and stuff. But you know, I've been a long subscriber of Amanda Rolfe's channel. At the beginning of this year she shared a mini tutorial slash vlog, and she shared about how she makes her hexies. And I've just been so inspired by her hexie quilts, and then also on Pinterest I've been saving a lot of pictures of red pepper quilts. Is it red pepper? Yes, red pepper quilts, and then also tales of cloth. I've found their Instagram and I've just been loving all the geometric prints, all the fun colors, and I'm so inspired by all of their quilt making involving English paper piecing that I thought I would try and, you know, make my own. My first quilt is made up of 2-inch hexagon pieces. Well, my plan is to have hexies in the middle and then surround it with like a solid fabric border. I'm using a mix of colorful floral prints and a few animal prints in there as well. I've got some Jocelyn Proust fabrics from Spotlight, which I always love and always keep buying. But yeah, really just whatever colors go together, whatever prints work, I'm just gonna throw them all in together and hope for the best. Ideally, I would like to make like a single or double bed size quilt, but we'll see how I go. I'm not sure if I'll be able to fit it under my sewing machine when I actually go to quilt it. So if I end up making a larger size quilt, I guess I could hand quilt it, or I could just find someone to like long arm quilt it, which would be kind of exciting too. So my second quilt is the hexie flower quilt that I saw from Amanda Rolfe. So in her tutorial she used I think 1¼ inch hexies, and then she made them into a flower, and then she's appliqued them onto just a plain square of white fabric. And so I decided, why not make myself a hexie flower quilt? I've used a whole bunch of Ruby Star Society fabrics. A lot of them are from Rashida Coleman's lines. I can't remember what their names are, but it's kind of a mix of whatever Ruby Star fabric prints and colors that I liked. These are a few that I've got here. So at the moment I'm not sure what the color theme is, but just from these ones I think are from Rashida Coleman's line. I'm just kind of going with the colors that are in her prints here. And I love these ones with all the ladies and all their cool hairdos. I think it's so awesome. And I think this one is another, I can't remember what her name is, Sarah something from Ruby Star Society. That's from her birthday line or something birthday theme related. I need to buy a new pack of hexies to keep going. I really just have 5 hexie flowers that I'm actually happy with. I did a bit of experimenting with a few colors and prints. But yeah, I'm trying not to be too picky. I'm just trying to go with the flow and put the colors and prints and you know, at the end of it all, I can just sort of pick and select which ones that I like and which ones I think go together well. So with my hexies at the moment, these are some of the larger ones that I have, but I'm doing the thread basting technique that Amanda Rolfe has been teaching, and I really do like thread basting as opposed to the glue basting one, because I don't need to like muck around with like sticking stuff down. I prefer to just be in this rhythm of threading, sewing, and then stitching all the hexies together. I don't need to change the different tools that I need to use. I can just thread, stitch, stitch, stitch. It's not like sticking the glue and then waiting for this to dry down and then trying to thread up the thread. I mean, I'm sure it's a very simple process, but stitching needle and thread is just super simple, super easy. Yeah, and I like that technique for now. I think it's the right one for me. Alrighty, so now it's time for a little mini haul. I was in Brisbane visiting my family, and while I was there, my mum, she was sharing some fabrics that I could take along with me back here to Melbourne to continue practicing my sewing. So first of all, before I begin on the fabrics, I just wanted to quickly show you a few little pieces. We were shopping in Aldi and you wouldn't believe what I found. So this is the first thing I picked up. It is a 20 pack of threads and it's by Gutermann. So these Gutermann threads, I think they ended up costing like $26, which I was like, what? These are 100% polyester. They're 100 meters each. And for me, I've only been using like the same 3 colored threads for the whole, like basically the entire time that I've been quilting. And even as I'm stitching up my hexies, sometimes I'm like, oh no, you can see like the cream thread or the white thread peeking through, you know, between the hexies. You know, I was thinking, oh, should I buy matching thread? But I don't really have like the money to be spending, you know, on a matching thread for each fabric that I have. I'm just so grateful that I came across this colorful pack here. They've got a bit of everything, and I know this will be super useful when it comes to hexies and sewing and other fun things I'm doing. So this was an absolute bargain, and who would have thought Aldi would have had it? But I feel like these days Aldi has everything, so you really never know. My next item is a fabric glue pen. I know I was just like low-key trashing, like, oh, I don't do fabric glue pens and rah for my basting. I prefer stitch writing, well, whatever. Well, I did pick up the very popular Sewline glue pen, and this one comes with the actual pen and then 2 refills. And basically with this, I plan on sticking the finished hexie flower with glue onto the square. So yeah, I prefer to thread baste the hexies together, but when I take all the cardstock out, I can glue the piece on, and I think that will be much easier just to hold it in place, and then I can sew the hexie onto the square piece of fabric. These were fairly cheap, like they weren't too expensive, and then also once you've got the actual like pen component, you can just buy the refills, and that's super handy. I love that they have refills because you don't have to buy a whole new pen every single time. Okay, let's go into the small bits of fabrics and fat quarters now. When I was selecting fabrics, I was trying to look for colors that I didn't have in my current fabric stash. And really it was just like, I need true blue, like true green and yellow. I don't have yellows at all. But these are some of the pieces that I did find. So I mean, I'm not sure if I like it, but I'll give it a go. I think this one here is Alison Glass. So that one's pretty cute. It's more of a greeny yellow, and then just some of this super soft polka dot green print. But I'll give it a shot and see what I think, like how the colors and prints go together. I also got this super really gorgeous purple fabric with flowers on it, and this other one here that's like a light blue with almost like a limey green, yellowy limey green center of the flower as well, and then a whole bunch of other floral prints. You know, what's new? So a few more there. I really love this blue one, which is just a deep, well, it's not dark blue, but it's more of a saturated blue than I have here. One that's blue, one that's pink. And then this last one here is mainly white and it has a few bee prints on it. But yeah, hopefully I can work those into my, I'm thinking my like jumbo Hexie Quilt, the 2-inch one, which has lots of florals and sort of animal themes going on at the moment. So I'm hoping I can add a few of these fabrics in just to sort of give a bit more variety to the color scheme. And lastly, for my fabric haul, my mum shared with me some of these gorgeous prints. Basically, we had a friend come in and drop off a whole bunch of fabrics that she picked up from her travels around the islands. And she just had so much, she just wanted to share them all because, you know, she just wanted to like get them off her hands. And I had a quick look through them, and I'm hoping that with these fabrics I'll be able to make some clothing pieces or maybe just like one dress. Alright, so this piece that I have here is this gorgeous pink and yellow sea-themed fabric from Vanuatu. I think it's Vanuatu. So this piece of fabric that I have here, I'm hoping I can make a dress out of it, but it is this really beautiful pink and yellow sea themed design. I do have quite a bit, but I want to practice on another piece of fabric because I haven't sewed clothes before, but I do love watching Rosary Apparel's YouTube channel. Actually, I did pick up I picked up 2 of her dress patterns, so I'm hoping I can see if I can make something out of the material that I have here. And then also just a smaller piece of fabric. I'm actually not sure what I'm going to do with this. Maybe I'll end up working this into a quilt, but it's just a plain blue, and then there's the purple hibiscus print, which, you know, I'm not sure, maybe it would go well on a backing, or maybe I might make a pillow case or something, I'm not sure, but it's a nice small piece of fabric. And then the last piece I have is actually a sulu, which is what in Fiji what we call a sarong. It's just plain cotton. There is a fan print at the bottom. The fan print we call, well, the fan we call iri. And look how cool that ombre of color is. The blue to green to the yellow, and then at the very bottom it has bulla. There we go. At the very bottom, oh no, wait, you can't see. Here we go. You can see here it has bulla Fiji. I would just wear it as is, or I could make something out of it. I'm not too sure, but it's this gorgeous orange and ombre print fabric. But yes, thank you for watching. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little update on my sewing projects, and hope that you will follow me as I continue to do more sewing and create cool and hopefully awesome quilts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again sometime soon. Bye bye.